Good morning, children. Sairam. A very warm welcome to all of you. I hope you all must be in a very cheerful mood and have must enjoyed the Diwali celebrations with full excitement and enthusiasm. So, children, let's start up with the second book, Footprints Without Feet. As you all know that we have finished the course for the first book, that is the first flight, and we are going to start with the second last chapter of Footprints Without Feet. I repeat, second last chapter, not the last chapter. And then Footprints Without Feet, and you hopefully will enjoy this story of a little girl. The name of the chapter is Chapter 7, Bholi by K.A. Abbas. Children, what do you understand by the word Bholi? What does this term, the word Bholi, means? It means simpleton. Bholi means simpleton. Now, who is Bholi? What happened? And how the story goes. Bholi was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. She had fallen off the cot when she was just 10 months old. Perhaps some part of her brain was damaged. Out of all the children, only she remained backwards. Therefore, she was called Bholi the simpleton. Now, Bholi is the story, or you can say the story of Bholi is a story of a small child who was ignored out of the all children in the family. She was neglected due to various reasons, and her family itself ignored her, snubbed her, and did not pay any attention to her. Pockmarks all over the body. If we go about the physical appearance of this girl, at birth, Bholi was very fair and pretty. When she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. Her eyes were saved, but her entire body was disfigured. She had deep black pock marks all over the body. Little Sulekha, Bholi, that is the name of this girl, Bholi, was Sulekha, learned how to speak at the age of 5. She stammered. Children often made fun of her. So Bholi talked very little. 7 children in the family. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. Bholi was the youngest. It was a prosperous family. There was plenty to eat and drink. Every child was healthy except Bholi. The sons were sent to study in the city. Radha was already married. Mangla's marriage had been fixed. The third one was Champa. All the girls except Bholi were good looking and healthy. There was no difficulty in marrying them. Ramlal was worried about Bholi. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. This was about the Bholi, and it will continue for the upbringing. Bholi at the village school. Bholi, a soft hearted, kind hearted girl, was very innocent. And when once there was a declaration or invitation for the admission of girls, at that time, Bholi's father was forced to send Bholi and other daughters to school, but they realized the parents of Bholi realized that she was of no use. Even if she will stay at home or she will stay in school, she'll not have she will not learn anything. They considered her as a useless stuff. A primary school. So let's get back what happens with Boli at village school. A primary school was opened in the village. The Tehsildar came to perform its opening ceremony. He asked Ramlal to set an example and sent all his daughters to school. He had no courage to disobey the Tehsildar. The next day, he caught Bholi by the hand and took her to school. She was frightened and shouted in terror. Bholi was lucky to receive a clean dress that no longer fitted Champa. She was bathed and oil was rubbed in her matty hair. Bholi now began to think that school was a better place than home. She felt that she will enjoy a peaceful place, but deep inside her heart, she was worried as well that what will happen at the school and what a place school was. Bholi was glad to find so many girls there. They were almost of her age. She hoped that one of the girls might become her friend. Bholi was impressed by the pictures of birds, mammals on the wall. The teacher came to her and asked for her name. She stammered again and again, but could not pronounce her full name. The teacher encouraged her. She decided to make another effort, and this time she succeeded in pronouncing her full name. B, b, Bhuli. The teacher patted her affectionately. She assured her that she would be able to speak like everyone else soon. She asked her to come to school every day. She said, yeah, yeah, yes. Bhuli was herself surprised that she had been able to say this. The teacher assured her that within a month she would be able to read the picture book. In time, she would be more learned than anyone else in the village. Then, no one would be able to laugh at her. Bhuli's heart was throbbing with new hope and a new life. Now, Bhuli's marriage plan. At last, but not the least, an offer came from a well to do bridegroom for Bholi. He had a big shop, a house of his own, and several thousand in the bank. He was not asking for dowry. The bridegroom was almost the age of Bholi's father, and he also limped. That is, he was not able to walk from one leg properly. The children from his first wife were quite grown up. These things did not matter to Bholi's parents. They were happy that she was at least going to be married. Now came the Bholi's wedding. The name of the groom with whom Bholi was going to marry was Bishambarnath, the bridegroom of Bholi. He was a prosperous grocer. He came with a big party of friends and relatives. A brass band was playing a popular filmy tune. Ramlal was overjoyed to see such pomp and splendor. Boli's elder sisters were jealous of her luck. Garlanding and a quick glance of Boli. Now what happened? Bridegroom lifted the garland of yellow marigolds. A woman slipped back the silken veil of Bholi. Bishamba took a quick glance. The garland remained poised in his hands. He cried that she had pockmarks on her face. If he was to marry her, her father must give him 5,000 rupees as dowry. Ramlal placed his turban at Bishamber's feet. He was ready to pay 2,000 rupees. The bridegroom did not budge from 5,000. At last, Ramlal went in and opened the safe and counted the notes. He placed the bundle of notes on Bishamber's feet. The greedy Bishambar had a triumphant smile on his face. He was ready to garland the bride. Now, Bholi threw away the marriage garland into the fire. Before Bishambar could garland her, Bholi's hand struck out like a streak of lightning, and the garland was flung into the fire. She got up and threw away the veil. All her relatives and her parents were stunned to hear her speak without they were stunned to hear her speak without stammering. Bholi asked her father to take the money back. Ramlal called her crazy and she wanted to disgrace the family. Bholi replied that she would not have such a mean and greedy man as her husband. Bishambarnath started to go back to his party. Ramlal turned to Bholi and asked what she would do as no one would ever marry her. Sulekha, Bholi said in a firm voice that they did not need to worry about her. She would serve her father and mother in their old age. She would teach in the same school where she had learned so much. Bholi's teacher had been watching the drama standing in a corner. She said, "Yes, Bholi, of course." So, children, this is the story of a girl child who was deprived of her basic rights in her own family and by her own family members. The way she set an example proves that nothing is impossible in life. If we try and put in sincere efforts and hard work, anything is possible. So, hope you have understood this chapter with a brief summary. Thank you, Sairam, and have a great day ahead.